Hello there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. We left off at a pretty key moment in the trial, that was a pretty obvious answer to be honest. But, it was dramatic, so, I wanted to leave off at a good moment. We had to prove that Enoch actually did have talent as a scientist, and therefore him being forced to leave university would actually have been a good enough motive for him to want to do some murder, And thankfully we have just the thing. The Royal Society Trophy for Excellence in Science that he had just kind of lying around in his office. Oh, I mean, really, I don't know how one trophy is supposed to really prove he was some kind of genius, but, it's gotta be something. It has to, we can only present so many things at one time, so, yeah.
Take that!
Take that fucking trophy, dude. You earned it. Do you remember this, Mr. Drebber? We found it at your workshop. Well, you would think I would have hidden that better if I didn't want it to be found. Also, man, you're kind of, top-heavy. Or at least broad-shouldered. Though I guess you are leaning forward, so that's gonna be, a thing, I guess.
Is that a Royal Society trophy for excellence in science?
Okay, I guess it must be pretty fucking prestigious if Van Zieks can just identify it at a glance, because, I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna make a trophy, you should make it look a little more distinct. This looks like a fucking, I don't know, like something you would get at, high school, or, a middle school science fair, Like, a little more detail might have helped convey the prestige a little bit more, is all I'm saying.
What exactly is this trophy, Counsel?
Apparently he doesn't recognize it at a glance. I guess a judge doesn't know shit about science. It's the greatest honor that can be bestowed on a young scientist, my lord. As opposed to just getting paid, considering how poor apparently scientists are. I'm mad. This is my mad face.
There is no higher accolade. It recognizes emerging talent and promises a bright future.
Though probably no paycheck. If apparently he had to go robbing graves for it. He still had to go robbing graves even though he got his trophy. I get the feeling he might have appreciated a paycheck a little more, but, Go on.
Your prospects for the future were excellent, weren't they, Mr. Drebber?
Weren't you a fucking genius? Just a really smart guy who got railroaded by some douchebag? Doesn't that make you just want to do a murder? Do a little stabby wabby, a little crossbow action,
Because even then, you were a genius in your field.
Good.
But you lost everything. You had no more future. Your talents would go to waste. Could you really live with yourself?
All as a result of this one newspaper article. Yeah, you got something to say?
I don't know when you realized who Mr. Assman was, but when it dawned on you that he was the same journalist who 10 years ago ruined your life. It's abundantly clear that you had no intention of forgiving the man.
Yeah? What do you say to that, pal? The truth is...
Finally, he's going to fold.
Like poker. Haha, because, Phoenix enjoys his poker. Oh, God! Hold it! Oh. Who said that?
Fine. Clearly this has run its course now. What? I admit it. All of it.
Oh, wow. I mean, you're just gonna come out and say it? Like, damn. Okay. I guess that makes my job easier. What? What are you doing? It's exactly as the Japanese man said. I was coerced into going along with this man's plot to murder the victim on the condition that he kept my dirty secret from 10 years ago. Oh, hey, well, hey, 10 points for Ryunosuke. Aren't we epic? No. Good, okay, Jesus, Judge, that's a little over the top, even from coming from you, but good Lord. Dr. Scythe, do you realize what you're saying, woman? It's all true. That day, when I arrived at the Crystal Tower and saw the birdcage, my heart nearly stopped beating. Gah, scary face, man. That memory from a decade ago that I'd done my best to bury deep inside myself. It was the professor again, staring me in the face. And then, before I had a chance to react, I noticed something else. 139. Oh, okay, the note, okay. There was a note tucked inside the model's jacket. Dr. Scythe, you would go along with my plan. From someone who knows the truth about what really happened that night 10 years ago. Huh. So I guess, yeah, that checks out with what we were assuming. All the instructions were there in the note. Every detail was meticulously written out. I had no choice but to do what it said. I made the necessary alterations to the scene and fabricated the autopsy report as instructed. There was really no other choice. It had to be done to protect the judiciary. I can only apologize now. Well, hey, you were honest quicker than most people are when in these fucking games. So, I'll give you some props for that. Though, geez. I gotta say, I was kind of hoping for more of a breakdown, but, you know. I guess beggars can't be choosers. Why on earth would you buckle now? Well, there's no point trying to hide it anymore, is there? I would have done anything to stop it coming out. Even collaborate in a murder. The great lie about that execution 10 years ago has been exposed. Whatever happens, I'm finished. So then, Mr. Drebber, what do you say to that? Your accomplice has admitted everything. Yeah, well, what are you going to say about that, bitch? It didn't even matter if I showed you your dumb trophy, because she just fucking confessed. Surely it goes without saying. You admit your part in it too, then? Oh, Jesus. I admit nothing. At all. Broski, Broham, Bro Tato, my guy, my homie, my brother from another mother, your accomplice literally confessed. You can't just not fucking... You can't just keep denying shit. That's not how this shit works, bro. What? Have you forgotten that the kinesis machine was ripped to shreds by an explosion? Well, yeah, I suppose so. Short of me admitting to a crime, there's really no possible way for you to prove I did anything wrong. Well, I mean, well, when you say it like that, I guess you got a point, because you blew up the evidence. No! Jeez. You know, I feel like more culprits could probably do that, you know? Because, like, there's definitely some instances in the past games where we mostly just got them to confess, even without pure evidence. But I guess, you know, you could just say no. I don't acknowledge that, because there's no physical evidence, I suppose. But still, kind of scummy. Like, jeez. Oh well. I guess the game. I guess it isn't over yet. It's not over till it's over. Order, order, order. Whatever this man says, I admit everything. He threatened to expose my secret, so I went along with his plan. And Lord Van Zykes. Yes? I hope you'll accept my apologies. What happens next is in your hands, of course. Oh wait, that's a weird looking... Well, not weird, it's just... I don't think I've seen her actually smile in this, so like literally every time we've seen her, I don't think I've seen her smile yet, so it looks slightly menacing, but well, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah. I mean, I guess he's the prosecutor, so he would be the one handling her case when that time comes. Bah, I've had more than enough now. I hereby present the final findings of this court. Wait, you can just do that? Don't the jury gotta come to a conclusion as well? This trial is not a proper forum in which to pursue the alleged wrongdoings of Mr. Weber. The defendant was Professor Albert Hambrain, and boy howdy did we all kind of forget that. I mean, because, like, he's not relevant to any of this shit when you think about it. Like, at this point, he might as well disappeared from the case. You know. Very true. It had slipped my mind. See, even fucking Barack forgot, because, like, we've been discussing this, you know, this professor shit for so long that we kind of forgot that there's a murder that happened, like, today, or, you know, in the present times. Jeez. Isn't he one of your closest friends? Well, I mean, that's coming from a guy like Van Zykes. I feel like even his close friends, he barely tolerates. As the court has heard, Dr. Blythe has admitted to the allegations brought by the defense. And that's, I mean, that's a confession, you know? Thereby absolving the defendant of any possible guilt. See? Okay, well, that's actually logical, like... Because, you know, I'm sure if you played these games, you know, there's been times in the past where, like, we've basically proven the defendant physically couldn't do what he was accused of, but because we didn't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt who did do it, our defendant could still be found guilty. Like, here, we prove it, or, again, Courtney literally confessed, so Albert is you know, he's scot-free, man. You mean, I mean, hell, but hey, if he is innocent, then, you know, a win's a win, right? Even if Trevor's like, nah, I don't buy it. I ain't saying shit, pal. He sure is stubborn, that's for sure. About as much as fucking old Ashley Graydon, our egg boy. At the present time, it is the conclusion of this court that the defendant was not involved in any wrongdoing. Bah. Well, yeah, that I think we can be, pretty sure of. Does the prosecution have any objection? Well, do you, Van Zykes?
None, my lord.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo. We gotta take this W while we got it. Though, sadly, the triumphant music isn't playing, so, it don't quite feel, totally satisfying. You've proven Professor Harebrain's innocence. Let's fucking go. Okay, well, hey, at least now we got some music. Without further ado, then, the adjudication. Unless the prosecution or defense have any other matters to discuss. Well, I don't know. This doesn't feel quite right. Why did Dr. Seiss suddenly admit to it like that? Because she felt guilty for her actions? Like, geez, Ryunosuke. Someone coerced you into doing murder. I'm sure you'd probably feel bad about it. Is everything alright, Mr. Naruhodo? Like you said before, the way the trial is set to end now, the judge will certainly deliver a verdict of not guilty. But is that really what we want? Is that really what we want? Yeah, I mean... yeah? It's our job to prove our client not guilty, right? And I don't think this is like a Magnus McGilda situation where there's like suspicion surrounding him. Like, I'm pretty sure we've proven that Harebrain didn't have shit to do with anything, one way or the other, so... What the defense seems to be pushing for now is... immediate adjudication or further testimony. I mean... I don't know. Do we take the W, or do we, press on? I mean, normally in these games, you want to go with the option that continues the trial when presented with these options, so, I mean, I guess for the testimony, but I'm not really sure what we're supposed to, glean. Well, again, I feel like this is I feel like this is the right answer. So, and it's gonna be one of those situations where it leads you down the same path regardless. So I'm just curious what he'll say if we click this. If the judge gives his verdict now, Professor Harebrain will be found not guilty, without any doubt. That's bad, I guess. Is something troubling you, perhaps? Yes, but it's probably nothing. In the antechamber during the recess earlier, I did give Mr. Sholmes my word, though, didn't I? I told him I'd pursue any doubts I had about the truth to the absolute last. Well, if you gave Mr. Sholmes your word, then most certainly isn't nothing. And it means there's only one right answer here. Yes, you're right. I don't know why I was ever wavering.
Objection!
Oh god, okay. Yeah, I figured it would just lead me down this path. But, yeah, we gotta, it's always, these games, you gotta pursue the truth. And, never waver from that conviction, one way or the other. And that's like one of the lessons of this series. But yeah, the defense objects to the trial ending at this time, my lord. Bah, I beg your pardon. We demand one final testimony. Ooh, now this is where the triumphant music comes in. Boo, 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 boo. What? You do realize I'm about to adjudicate in favor of your client, I presume? What are you playing out now, my Nipponese friend? Why would you want to obstruct the conclusion of the trial at this point? No defense lawyer in his right mind would do that. Well, that's the thing you haven't realized yet, Van Zeeks. I'm not in my right mind. I'm literally not fit to practice law. I should be in a fucking insane asylum. But I'm here now, standing here. I realize it has to be this way. Mr. Naruhodo, what exactly are you thinking? The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. And a way to bring it all out into the open. Right, I guess. Yes, in hindsight. Ah, yes, one word of warning before I go. If, in the course of this trial this afternoon, you perceive even a shadow of doubt about the truth, don't let it out of your sight. Pursue it like a dog with a bone. Yeah, I do remember him saying that now. Also, you'll have to forgive me. I always have to, like, re-find my Herlock voice whenever he talks. Whenever he goes for a while without talking, you know? Or, you know. To the bitter end, you understand? Do not falter, whatever may come to pass. I guess that was like a hint on his part. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes knew. He must have deduced that this would happen. Damn, he must... deduction, or more like reading the script. Yes, I'm here in court to advocate for my client. And to secure an acquittal. Obviously. But that's not all. I believe that I have a duty to the court to pursue the whole truth of the case until every last detail is laid bare. And that is why the defense calls for further testimony from Dr. Scythe. Testimony from me? About what? About the nature of your collaboration with Mr. Enoch Trevor. Ha! Yeah. Sorry. In case it's escaped your attention, I've already admitted to everything I did. The whole truth has already been revealed, so stop wasting everyone's time. As his lordship made very plain, your client will get the acquittal that you wanted for him. There's simply no point protracting this business further with another tedious cross-examination.
Objection!
Oh shit, now Van Zykes is filling in bottles. My leg. Pray forgive my careless handling of that hallowed bottle. I slipped. That's what you call it? What is your objection, Lord Van Zykes? The prosecution also calls for supplementary testimony from the witness. God, don't be stupid. If there is more to this case than has yet come to light, then I will join my learned friend in pursuing the facts until the bitter end. You'll what? Lord Van Zykes, thanks for, I guess, sticking up for us. This is most irregular, to say the least. However, as the prosecution also calls for it, I will uphold the request. Dr. Scythe, you will testify for the court, explaining the full extent of your involvement in the murder apparently committed by Mr. Dreamer. Very well. The waxwork plot. It all began at the scene when I saw the waxwork and the note tucked inside its jacket. The actual body of the victim, as indicated in the note's instructions, was beneath the experimentation stage. The body had to be arranged in certain ways to implicate the defendant, which was my job. I enlisted the help of the entire forensic investigation team to dress the scene appropriately. The truth about the execution 10 years ago is a state secret of the highest level. I had to protect it. I mean, I guess I can understand that. So I was right. The stage and the machine were all specially designed for the deception. So it seems. And all meticulously prepared. You did well to see through it. Oh, well, thanks. I appreciate it. You're a very shrewd boy. Okay, I'm not sure if that's condescending or not, but I'll take it. You know, I'm a shrewd boy. I'm the shrewdest boy there is. So kind of you to say. And what about this autopsy report then? All I did was record the location of the body as being in the Crystal Tower, instead of under the stage. That's all. What a terrible corruption. Only my team were aware of the deceit, and then only under my explicit instructions. Nobody else at Scotland Yard knew anything about it, I assure you. We must be thankful for small mercies, I suppose. Well, I believe that testimony has clarified everything. There's no particular need for a cross-examination, I would say. No, I disagree. I can't shake the feeling that something's wrong. Just look at Just look at that expression on Dr. Seitz's face. I mean, yeah, it is a bit, condescending, ill intent. I don't know exactly how you describe it, but it does seem a bit sussy. It's the defense's right to cross-examine any witness following testimony. Tiff, what is it about you Japanese that makes you all so doggedly persistent? Very well. If you so desire, counsel, proceed with the cross-examination. Yes, my lord. The waxwork plot. Well, okay, so, we definitely got so I almost thought we were near the end, or you know, we had maybe reached the conclusion, but fucking Ryunosuke ain't gonna be satisfied until he figures out every goddamn nook and cranny, apparently. But hey, which means there's more to this than we are to be expected, than we are currently being led to believe. But I think we can wrap things up for now, at least. You know, we got a new testimony to cross-examine. Well, you know, next episode anyway, we'll do the pressing and you know, go from there in terms of, I guess, getting more information. But yeah, I guess I guess now we're having you know, Dr. Well, then again, sorry, I'm a bit rambling right now, but I guess it does make sense that she would have a bigger role to play in this somehow, because she hadn't really talked that much up to this point while we were examining Enoch and so on. But boy, it is a bit strange, isn't it? Oh well. In the next episode, we'll figure out more, because I do think, one way or another, we are getting close to the end. Like, there can't be too much more after this. Like, there's only so many turns and twists that you can really put in a single case, I imagine, so yeah. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But until then, though, I'll see you around.